Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Twins Talk video, and let's just get right to the point here. The Twins won 2-1. They take the series against Cleveland, which is so important. We'll get to that and everything later. You know this is the recap video. I'll go through the game, give you my review, give you my insight, give you the recap, and then we can talk about it in the discussion. But I got a ton of videos coming this week about this series and about the players, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But let's just jump right into the recap itself. There's a lot to talk about, so let's do it. So, let's start with the box score. Obviously, most important, the Twins won. But, this is the Twins team that I think we are, wanting to see, right? This is the team we anticipated in spring training. For the first two games, we did not get this at all, right? Two pitching matchups to start the year, which is fine, right? Especially, when one of them's Kluber, an AL Cy Young candidate for sure. Bauer's not bad either. So, two guys that we were able to, work around. It was very close at the end, But, hey, today we came out firing against Carrasco. And I was talking to one of my friends a couple days ago before the season started. And they're like, hey, Cleveland's got the best pitching rotation in baseball. They got 3 Cy Youngs with Bauer, Kluber, and Carrasco. And I laughed at him. I said, Carrasco's not that good. Boom, he blew up today. And, Carrasco is he's a decent pitcher, right? But, boom, he fell apart today. 3 hits, 3 runs on 6 hits for Cleveland, 9 runs on 15 hits for the Minnesota Twins. Perez actually got the win today because Pineda did not pitch 5 innings, but wow, did he have a good performance as well. Let's go through the rundown quickly of every single player, and then we will get to a couple of the other things that I want to talk about. So, again, there's going to be a ton of videos this week about this series, the players in particular, who's doing hot, who's, needs to be in the game. Astudillo, how about that? But so let's go through the batters here. So Kepler finally got a hit today. I think that was his 3rd at-bat that he got a hit. So, again, I don't know if I said this in this video. This is the 3rd time I've taken this already because I've messed up. But I did not watch the game. So I did get to watch it on like the play-by-play, like little box score things that I'm going through right now, but I did not actually see the game. I saw highlights. So Kepler, I think he got an at-bat or a hit in his 3rd at-bat, if I'm correct there. Hey, it's good for him to get on base. He was struggling 0 for 2 to start the season, or 0 for in every game. He was 0 for 2 today, I think, and then he finally got a hit. Good for him. Did not, do anything else. He did draw a walk, but no RBIs, no nothing there. Cave came in, got a hit as well in his 1st at-bat of the season. Good for him, to get in the game. And he's batting 1,000, so that's pretty nice for him. Polanco had a good day, 2 for 5. He did strike out twice, but he had a run as well. He had a couple of the nice plays around the infield as well. Cruz, big round of applause for our boy Nelson Cruz. This is why we pay him the big bucks. He hit the first Twins home run today. It was a nice monster shot. I mean, it was gone by a mile, but this is why we pay him, right? This is why we brought him to Minnesota to win a championship, hopefully, and hit home runs. And, he did that today. He got on the board with a hit in the 1st inning as well. So he broke up the no-hitter right away. He was doing really well today. He went 3 for 5, 2 RBIs, a strikeout, and a run. He did leave 3 guys on base, but hey, you can't score everybody, unfortunately. But, a good day for him. And that's, we saw that in the first game, the opening day game. He did all right. He got a hit. And Cron as well. We'll cover him in a second, but those 2 guys have stepped up, and that's the difference. I'm going to make a whole video about this, but that is the difference between them and Morrison, and I'll leave that there for that video. But Rosario still struggling, does not have a hit yet this season. I don't know what he is on the season. He did, draw a walk in yesterday's game. That's the only time he's been on base. Otherwise, he has been really struggling. 0 for 4 today. Does not have a hit, as I said. Hopefully, he finds it, soon, because we need him in the lineup. Supposed to be the All-Star with Barrios last year. He is really struggling. He needs to figure it out, but, he'll be okay. It's only the first series. I don't know if he's struggled with Cleveland in the past, but he's struggling now, and that's not a good sign. So hopefully he can figure it out. But now, here we go. CJ Cron, 2 for 3 today with 2 runs. He had a big day getting on base. He had a double and a single as well. That's the If only he could trade one of those hits for yesterday and we would have swept Cleveland. But hey, he found it today. That's important. You know, that helped us get the win. That helped open the door early. So that was great. Gonzalez didn't get a hit today, but he did get on base once with a walk and he scored a run. So that's, you know, even if he's not, you know, in the game all the time with, you know, his bat, he's getting walks, he's on base, he's getting runs. That's important. Good for him. Again, just a nice pickup that we were able to get today. Andrianza and Tyler Austin both came in. Andrianza grew a walk, or excuse me, no, he didn't. No, he did not. He went 0 for 1. And Austin Dillon, that's a NASCAR driver. What am I doing? Tyler Austin, there we go. He did strike out as well, pinch hitting guys. So the Scope is up next. He had a good day, 2 for 4. He had an RBI as well and 2 runs. He did strike out once, but who cares about that? Again, another guy just who we paid to be here, who is finding his rhythm. Astudillo, this guy needs to be in the lineup every single day. I cannot stress it enough. I don't care. I would rather have him than Cruz right now. He had 2 for 2, 2 doubles, a sacrifice fly, and I think he got hit by a pitch. That's, you know, that's a good first day. Why is this guy playing every third day? I'm going to make a video on that entirely as well, but 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs. This man is the definition of a baseball player. Let me tell you, he is batting 1,000% with an OPS of 2.75. His OPS was 3 for a long time, too. He is needing to be in the game. That's the kind of guy I want at catcher every day. And if we can't find him there, teach him how to play first base because he needs to be on the field. And he also had a great play in the outfield as well. Or he was catching, right? So Polanco made a nice play at short, threw it over to stop it. It went under the glove of Cron. Astudillo right there to throw Santana out. That was the first hit of the game. Ended up in the second inning. But so, you know, it's very different from the 2 games that we saw the other day. But Astudillo, nice play at catcher, was able to get the out of Santana, and then we rolled from there. And then finally, Buxton, another good day for him. He's batting 400 on the season. Again, this is the Buxton that I think we expected in spring training to transfer over to the majors. This is the Buxton we've been waiting for a long time. He had a double today. Did he have 2 doubles? I don't think he had 2 doubles. I can't really remember that, but I know he had 1. And then he had a double in yesterday's game, even though that one shouldn't have been a double. He's getting on base, and he's using his speed to extend those bases, right? So that's important. His OPS is 1.1, so he's getting on, you know, past first base. That's great. He did strike out once. Who cares about that? But he had 2 RBIs as well in 4 at-bats. A good day all around. I mean, I just went through that. Almost every one of those guys had a hit, and almost every one of those guys was meaningful in the game. That's important. Now let's go on to pitching. Pitching was a big for the Minnesota Twins today. Pineda, in his first ever major league start for the Twins, went 4 innings with 5 strikeouts. I don't know why we took him out. My only speculation is he's coming off of, you know, Tommy John. We don't want to rub it. We don't want to push him farther than he needs to go. And he did a great job today. He did what he needed to do. Got through the lineup twice with, you know, 5 strikeouts. That is impressive. I really thought he was going to get 10. I thought they were going to keep him in there, and Twins would have made history with the first ever team to strike out 10 guys to start the season 3 days in a row. That would have been great, but he had a good day. Perez, he struggled a little bit. You know, I was watching the little pitch caster thing, and he was throwing a lot of balls. He's a lefty, so he's throwing a lot of balls into the right batter's box and walking a couple guys. But he did his job. He kept the game, you know, where it needed to be, and he did pick up the win. So good for Perez. You know, that's why we put him in the bullpen. We're going with a 4-man rotation to, you know, because we got so many days off, right? And put him in the bullpen. I told you I liked him as that long reliever, so he's technically a starter, but he's the first guy out of the pen. Perfect situation to use him. Perfect situation was executed, and it did the job for the Twins. You know, kept him at bay, and really, you know, gave them what they need. They scored 5 runs in the 5th inning, and then they were up 8-0 at that time. Perez came in, kept them at 0, and then I can't remember who gave up the 3 runs, to be honest. That is, you know, kind of important, but let's see. If we scroll down here, it was actually Perez. So that's what did it for him at the end of the game. He has an ERA of 7.36, but hey, he did the job. He allowed 5 hits. Michael Pineda only allowed 1 hit and 1 walk in 4 innings. that's dominant starting pitching 3 days in a row, and that's something the Twins have never had before. So, I mean, every single part of the Twins lineup today did their job, except for Rosario, but he'll figure it out. So, I mean, yeah, just going through it, Cruz, amazing. Scope hit a double. Cron hit a double. Astudillo hit 2 doubles. Buxton hit a double. All these guys who we need to step up are stepping up, doing their job. And then Harper and Hildenberger came in, closed it out, did what they needed to do. I mean, you're just looking at a solid Twins team to start the year against their biggest opponent, the team they're going to have to beat, and they just beat them 2 times. They outdid their aces. I'm going to do a whole recap series tomorrow, so or later tonight or whatever. So I won't talk too much about it, but just a great overall day for the Twins. They are really doing well. And, you know, I'm excited to see where this Twins team goes. They play the Royals next for 2 games. I think there's a day off tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then I think they have Thursday off, too. And then they go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think, against the Phillies, if I'm not wrong. So that'll be a big series against Bryce Harper. I know they play the Phillies at some point here. So a couple of big games coming up. But, you know, the Twins, if they can keep doing this, we got Gibson at some point coming to pitch. I guess we don't even need him, I guess, at this point, you know, with everybody else doing really well. But we're going to have Barrios back up there as well. So we're going to get some more good pitching, and hopefully we can win a couple more games. Got to sweep the Royals here. So hopefully we can do that. I'll cover a couple more topics in depth in the next couple of videos. But that is all for this recap. A great win for the Twins today. They improved to 2-1, and that's a big win. For the season, for the series as well. So that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Come back tomorrow for another Minnesota Twins recap or Minnesota Twins discussion video. We'll see about it. But there will be one tomorrow. Come back for that, and we'll see you then. Peace out, everyone.